Hey guys, it is Julie here with JT.Wealth. In today's video, we are discussing Apple and their exciting event today. So let's get into it. All right, guys, welcome back. And as always, thank you so much for being here. Like I said, today we are talking about Apple, who has their big Apple event today where they will be announcing their latest iPhone model. So we're going to take a look at the expectations of that and what it means for Apple as a company. And also we're going to go through a really interesting article on whether Apple is currently overvalued or not. And just before we dive into all of that good stuff, this is just your friendly reminder to please make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Really helps us grow and helps you stay up to date. And if you enjoy this video, make sure you give us a big thumbs up. Other ways that you can help support the channel is checking out some of the great links we have down below in the description. Right now, Webull has a great promotion where you'll get 2 free stocks for signing up. So check out those links if you're looking to start a new investment account. All right, now it is fall, which means it's that time of the year that Apple comes out with their latest iPhone model. Now, typically these events happen in September. This year, we're about 1 month behind due to some pandemic issues, but the event is here nonetheless. And people are very excited as Apple is expected to launch 4 new models of the iPhone at their event in California today. Now, of the 4 new models, one is going to be the standard iPhone 12. From that, there's going to be 2 Pro models, which are going to have more camera sensors and higher quality display, with one of them coming in a larger screen size as well. But I think what has most people talking is the news of an iPhone mini coming in at a 5.4-inch display. Now, this is a leaked image that has been going around the internet, and it's taking us back to iPhone sizes that we haven't seen in years. And in other leaked images, we have a variety of colors coming out for the new iPhone 12, including these blue, red, green, black, and white. Also noteworthy is that this is Apple's first device that is going to be 5G capable, which there is a lot of consumer excitement around, and analysts say that 5G is driving phone upgrades. But Apple is in a delicate position of needing to excite consumers with 5G without setting them up for a disappointment. For many of its fans, it will be their first experience with 5G networks, which in the United States remain years away from delivering dramatic speed boosts for most consumers. Some analysts worry that Apple will be selling a high-powered sports car while its customers remain confined to sleepy village roadways. So hopefully there will not be any large letdowns on the network capabilities there. Now, analysts also note that this could be Apple's most important product cycle since the iPhone 6 in 2014. Wedbush analyst Dan Ives said that their estimation is 350 million of 950 million iPhones worldwide are currently in the window of an upgrade opportunity, and they believe this will translate into an unprecedented upgrade cycle for Chief Executive Tim Cook and company. They noted that Apple and its Asian suppliers expect higher demand for the larger and more expensive 6.7-inch model, leading the firm to say that the iPhone 12 could be a once-in-a-decade launch. Now, it has been a great year so far for Apple's stock. Currently trading around $122, the stock is up over 60% year to date and had a really well-received 4-for-1 stock split back in September. Which brings us to this great article on Motley Fool about whether Apple's stock is overvalued. Since Apple shares have doubled in this last year, can the tech giants keep delivering market-beating returns from here? So let's take a look. It is pretty crazy to consider that Apple's market cap is roughly $400 billion more than the next 2 largest companies, which are the fellow tech giants Amazon and Microsoft, which are both around the $1.7 trillion mark. So can this tech behemoth keep getting bigger and continue to produce market-smashing returns? So they take a look at some key valuation metrics for Apple and how they compare right now to a year ago. And when we look at the price to earnings, the price to sales, and the price to free cash flow ratios, the numbers illustrate that investors have gotten much more optimistic about Apple in the last year. A year ago, a dollar of sales was valued at $4.10 in the stock price. Today, that dollar is valued at $7.60. And the same thing has happened with the company's earnings and free cash flow. Put simply, Apple's stock price has gone up much faster than its earnings, sales, and free cash flow. And if we compare those same metrics to their other tech rivals, Microsoft and Amazon, you can see that while Apple's valuation has risen quickly, it does remain lower than those of its peers. One reason being that Amazon and Microsoft have higher growth rates, with Apple expecting to grow 9% in the fiscal year of 2020, which just ended in September. Now, there are a couple reasons for investors to be optimistic about Apple's future, and the first is the event today with the unveiling of their iPhone 12. As we said, there are a lot of iPhone users that are in a perfect position to be upgrading their phones, and the new 5G could be the kick in the butt that they need to do so. And second is that Apple has been widely diversifying their revenue streams. In early 2017, CEO Tim Cook said he wanted the company to double its services revenue by 2020, and that has happened. And in the quarter ended in June, the company set a record for services revenue at $13.2 billion. And they've really increased their wearables and accessories business as well, which includes things like the AirPods, Apple Watch, and Beats. And in September, we know they came out with that bundled subscription service too, which I think a lot of people are going to love. Now, to answer the question, is Apple overvalued? The article does say that valuation is in the eye of the beholder, and that question can really only be answered by each individual investor. But if we look at it from a couple different ways, for investors who emphasize traditional valuation metrics, Apple probably looks scary. It hasn't had valuations this high in more than 10 years. But for investors who look at Apple as one of the most innovative companies of all time, the perspective could be different. The company's innovation has helped build a massive and loyal customer base, which is why Forbes magazine ranks Apple as the world's most valuable brand year after year. Now, the author shares that they don't think Apple is overvalued, and personally, I agree with them. As I have said, and he says in the article, there has never been a bad time to purchase Apple shares, especially if you're purchasing for a long-term hold. Now, yes, some of its most explosive growth years are likely behind it, but long-term, this is still going to give you solid gains year after year. Now, if you've watched some of my previous videos, you probably know that I have mentioned Apple before as a stock that I think is a solid pick. I am myself an Apple investor. However, these videos are never a suggestion to buy or sell any specific stock. This is just for information and entertainment purposes only, and any investment should always be made based on your own due diligence. That being said, I would love to hear your thoughts on Apple. Are you excited for this new iPhone 12? Maybe looking to get your hands on one? And what are your thoughts on Apple as an investment too? And if you made it all the way to the end of the video here, you better give us a big thumbs up and make sure that you're subscribed to the channel as well. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching, and cheers!